Alright guys, welcome back. Today is October 15th and as expected, Fastly took down my account drastically. Let's take a look at the numbers here. Baba was pretty flat today, went down a little bit, still up in the PNL in there, looking good. Fastly went down, right now negative 624. I was up like 2500 on this one. Yesterday I ended up at around 2000. Today I'm at negative 624. So here's the thing. So the covered call that I had sold, that for a strike price of 124, for a premium of 1828. So I kind of covered it for 423, right? So getting a profit of 1405. So I locked in this profits in here. And I immediately sold the 91 call that expires next week. So I brought down the time frame of expiry, right? Because this went down so much, now I could afford to get this price. Now the criteria for this expiry, basically at what price I'm going to cover. Because I could cover this for 423, I need to sell a new covered call for 426, right? Around right about the same price as the one that I paid to cover the top one, right? So that's what I do. So, but I bring down the time frame so that now I can try to kind of sell on a weekly basis. Now, if it trips higher and if it goes beyond 91's call by end of next week, then probably I would kind of start covering this and then selling it at a higher expiry date. So as of now, this is closed with a profit of 1405, and the next covered call sold expiring next week for strike price of 91 and a premium received of $4.26. And this one is open right now. Next, Marvel, pretty flat today as with the market. Square did move a little bit higher. Again, it's the positive PNL in here. Good with that. TAN kind of dipped a little bit today. My covered call that expires tomorrow is right now at 48. Hopeful that I'll get the entire premium or maybe very close to it. So right now I'm plus 118 on that one. Workhorse dipped a bit and then it started recovering. Hopefully it continues the recovery. Right now negative 468 on this one, and the covered call that expires this tomorrow is plus 158. Expecting the entire money to be received here. Went into a new position, SunPower, basically again a solar stock in here. I'm expecting some kind of a solar stock runs after the election. So bought in at a 12 call for expiring, a 12 strike expiring June of 2021, right? So that I got in at 744, sold one, immediately sold one. It expires next week for a strike price of 18 and received a premium of 65 cents on this one, and that is open in here. So this is the one that is closed. Let me resort in here. Let me let's take a look at Fastly. And look at all the positions in here and how it fares, right? So started off with the 100C, went negative 41, then 105C, when negative 640, and 115C when negative 238C, $238, and then went 119 and went negative 401. So that's when I kind of sold the last one in here, right? So how much did I lose altogether in here? 1,320, and immediately the end of this. So why I keep doing this is, so if a drastic fall like this happens, right, and whatever amount that I initially paid for this, as it goes higher, I am able to recover it, right? So this part in here where it's now negative, that is fine in here. That's the main leap in here. But at this point, if I had done nothing, I would have kind of lost everything here. So that's a main idea of taking this short positions and selling it for premium. And if we receive that, now unfortunately in this case it just worked as a hedge. The goal is to use it as a hedge. It hedged out well, right? So when the downside it still didn't affect much. Overall, these positions for Fastly I am at negative 538. Now considering this, with this amount, it's not too great of a hedge in here because all that I got is a benefit of $100 or something like that. If it was in a long run, like this is only like a 2-week period. If it was in a long run, this would have definitely been in the positive side of all this selling in there. Even if I had come to this level, it would have been in a positive side. So one is the hedging part. The second thing is it makes additional benefit if it keeps on running higher in there. As of now, this position for Fastly, it is definitely a negative on my side. However, I would like to show sometime in the future, if at all a stock drops and still had a substantial position on the short side, I would like to show how that will kind of keep you in the positive range there. All right. So that was unfortunate for Fastly to drop like that, but I'm hoping that it will bounce back, right? Now that it's been announced prior to the earnings, hopefully it bounces back or stays flat until earnings and then start picking up from there. And even if it picks up a little bit, then I'll start being in profit. Overall portfolio right now is 2,361, which is around 1,500 less than yesterday. But this is week 2. This is week 3. I'm still happy with the overall P&L on this one. Alright, let's take a look at the charts now. Starting with the main indexes in here, S&P 500, it kept going down a little bit and then it started moving up throughout the day. But I still feel that this is looking more and more bearish for me. The overall trend looks bullish as of now. I don't see, I want to see a bump or a higher high or another high in here so that I can draw a line somewhere in there, and that will give me the direction where it wants to go in here. As of now, I keep this trend line. This trend line is still pointing to the upside. It is still above this trend line in here. Kind of, this is not perfect, but kind of gives me an idea that it is to the upside. Yeah. Qs. This also did the same, went quite a bit low, then bounced back. Or there's a downturn in my green indicator silver lag, still much above higher than the support line that I have in here and the trend line. So it is bullish for me until I see another kind of a peak and a low that I can draw the lines in here, right? And I can still adjust this one from this to this and probably wait for and the low to show up so that I can draw the line in that direction here. So let me draw this, keep this in here, so that gives me kind of a trend direction there. IWM, this is still moving up in a straight line, not much of a dip. Today actually it went up by 1%. Surprising that the small cap stocks are doing so good. But I think that's key for local businesses and local stocks. Key indicator that the economy is kind of working a little better than before, right? So that's typically this Russell is the weakest index, but it's starting to converge with the Nasdaq as of now. Let's look at the major positions that I hold. Apple moving sideways, even though the price movement is on the downside. My green indicator is sideways. Still holding bullish on this one. AMD dropped down quite a bit in here, crossed the 13 EMA, very close to the 34 EMA. Still holding this position, bullish position in here. Microsoft moving sideways, still bullish. And let's look at the YouTube portfolio in here. Baba, not that much of a dip today. Very good recovery, I should say. Bullish in here. Marvel, within this trend line is breaking out. I would wait for another high and a low peak to readjust my trend lines in there. Square still moving higher. Probably I need to kind of adjust this one a little bit. Kind of showing a slope in here, so it's not going to go straight up like it did from here to here. So it would bend a little bit, maybe do a sideways consolidation, maybe do a dip and then rip again. Fastly went really bad today. I'm going to hold this line where my green line should touch about somewhere in here. Earnings coming soon. This is a pre-earnings kind of a guidance announcement by the CEO that it's not going to meet the guided guidelines expectations. So I'm expecting it goes sideways, maybe drop a little bit, and then after earnings move up on that one. Workhouse going sideways in here. I kind of don't like this going down, breaking down this support line here, this trend line, but I'm just going to hold on to Workhouse. TAN sideways, can draw some trend line in here, and hopefully it'll bounce up. Once it bounces up, it will rip. Solar Power looking the same. I think these two would continue to look similar because both TN and ETF, this is a particular stock in there. That's the update of my portfolio for today. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.